this is Tracy with the Limelight Pet Project, and today we are at Paws Cat City in Seattle with Rebecca Ortel. And who do we have for adoption here today?
So today we have this adorable munchkin named Suzie. She is a 5.5-month-old, very sweet, a little bit independent kitty. And what you can't see while she's sitting here, oh, she's going to move around, show us actually a little bit,
girl.
Is that she was actually born with some congenital abnormalities in her back legs. And so what that means is they just don't work like normal cat legs. It does not, however, stop her from motoring around.
No.
She can scoot and run with the best of them around the rooms. She loves wrestling with other kitties and playing, but also is perfectly content to find a good warm spot in the sunshine to observe the world around her as well.
And when we were talking earlier, you were saying that she has a really funny way of getting around where she'll go at top speed, and then what happens when she tries to take a corner?
So I call it cornering like a race car. It's adorable. She will just get going at as top speed as she can in the space that she is, and then kind of torque the front of her body so her back end just swings around behind her and keeps going the direction she's heading. It's pretty fantastic to watch her move.
Oh, so you were pretty excited to feature her this morning. What would you say your favorite thing about her is?
It's a little silly, but one of my absolute favorite things about her, besides the fact that I can't stop touching her because she's got gorgeous fur, is actually her quirky smile. And it's part of the congenital abnormality she has, but there's this little constant upturn to the one side of her face. I think it gives her like a smirky little sassy expression that I absolutely adore.
So she very well could be the next grumpy cat.
She could be. She definitely has the ability to get her full grump look on, but her personality is not grumpy at all.
Yes, she's
very
a total
opinionated,
sweetheart.
Very opinionated, but no, she's just an absolute delight.
Now, what are some of her favorite things to do?
Her favorite things to do, we found her, she loves a good wand. She's not big into chasing them, but she loves it when we bring that to her and really get her engaged and wrestling and rolling around. She loves a good, kickaroo, something that she can grab onto and kick and wrestle with. In lieu of a kickaroo, she loves to do that with other cats as well. We've seen that. She's had a couple of good kitty friends in our colony room that she loves to wrestle, just like any other young cat does. She's very social, but also very comfortable on her own. So, at this age, if someone is looking for a new BFF and they don't have another cat, she would be okay in that situation. But if they did have another cat that was maybe looking for some companionship, she would love to be their friend. She has really been gracious in meeting every cat that we've introduced her to.
So even though she has the congenital abnormality with her hind legs, she's a pretty adaptable cat.
Yep. Nothing that at this point that needs treatment or further care. It's just she's going to move differently throughout her life. She does have one special accommodation, which is that she does need a very low edge litter box, because unlike most cats that can step in and step out, she doesn't do that.
Right.
But we have a nice, really low edge box she can just scoot herself right into. She uses it perfectly right on out. No real extra litter box care that it needs, except maybe a little additional sweeping around the box because of such a low edge.
Yes.
And we do recommend for adopters, because she's really got this long, luxurious hair, is that they keep that back end hair trimmed up a little bit shorter just to help her with her hygiene. But otherwise, she behaves and acts very much like any other normal cat and doesn't need any exceptional specialty care or caution around her differences.
Now, do you think she would be okay in a home that had children or dogs?
Yeah, she has really shown no fear. She has really kind of met the world at its face value. And I think she would be fine with kids who are just respectful of those slight differences. And can give her a little bit to get to know her, and she can definitely hold her own against a respectful dog for sure.
Wonderful. Oh, I love that she's looking forward, just kind of wondering what's going on.
Yep, she's found a very comfortable spot where she can just watch all the activity going on, but feel like she's part of it and get some loving at the same time.
So the issue with her legs, other than the low litter box, she doesn't have any other behavioral or health issues. Pretty adaptable, pretty healthy.
Yeah, absolutely. One of the things that I did not mention earlier is it's probably ideal that she not have a home that has like a lot of staircases, because that's just going to be a bit harder to navigate for her. But no ongoing medical issues that really need any special treatment or monitoring or that in any way inhibit her health long term. And, you know, we would love someone who's just looking for someone who, you know, it just has a lot of love. She has a lot of love to give. She's quirky, she's special. Really, I mean, it's a little physically different, but we just see that as special.
And she's not very old. She's about 5.5 months. And then you were speculating that maybe she's Maine Coon?
Yeah, a lot of people have asked us about that because that nice long hair coat with the big ruff, you know, makes people automatically think of Maine Coon. And certainly it's possible, but we just don't know for sure.
Right.
You know, she's got a bobtail, which is not typical for your Maine Coon, but it's very possible that it's a mix, because certainly we see a lot of those physical distinctions that she's starting to show already. So if someone likes the Maine Coon appeal, I think that she might be certainly something that they're looking for. We just can't certify that she's that or not. But I think there's some good speculation there.
Yeah. So her ideal home would be one with few stairs. She doesn't necessarily need to have another animal companion. She'd be fine either way. And then probably just with children who can be respectful with her and somebody that would really appreciate and love on her. And
yeah, she's going to be able to move around really easily, but obviously as young ones move fast, we wouldn't want her to accidentally be stepped on because she's not going to be able to jump like the normal kitty. But we don't have any, any like age recommendations or restrictions in that arena. We just want the kids to understand what her differences are so they can, navigate with her around the household.
Wonderful. So if somebody sees her segment and they think, this is the perfect cat for me, how do they reach out to Paws?
So the first step will be to look at our website, which is paws.org. All of our available kitties are listed on the website. And if she's available at that time, they'll see her. They can click through, read a lot more about her profile, and then actually fill out a questionnaire to apply for an appointment to meet her. And that would go for any of our available kitties. If they don't see her for some reason, then most likely she's been adopted at that point. But they can always give us a call, as we're happy to answer any questions about our kitties.
Yeah, and in the event that she has been adopted, you do have other adoptable kitties.
We do, and we are just entering that time of year where people are naturally looking for kittens, and we're starting to see them certainly in our foster programs and more and more getting ready for the adoption floor. But we have cats all the time looking for homes of all different ages and special needs, and so we just encourage people, if they're ready, look, give us a call, and we'll be happy to help them out.
And then Paws also has a special event coming up next month.
We do.
And it's going to be a little bit different than in years past. Can you explain what the event is and how people can participate? Yeah,
so for many years we've had our traditional Paws Walk, right? Getting out, bringing your dogs, walking, having this really fun social event. Obviously, in light of the pandemic, we're not able to do that. So for the second year, we're taking the event virtual, and we're actually doing a 3-week, basically exercise, getting people outdoors to socialize safely and have fun ways to help raise money to help all the animals in need. They can also find out all about Paws Walk by going to our website, paws.org. It's a lot of fun. They can create their own team, join their own team, do it as an individual, and the registration is open now. This year, unlike previous years, there's going to be some good equal focus on the cat lovers as well.
That's awesome.
So while we're happy to support the dogs, and in fact, Cat City has always had their own team, the Cat City Bobcats.
That's awesome.
But this year, we're taking it like full-on virtual. We've seen people getting their cats out on harnesses doing walks, that obviously having fun, TikTok videos, all kinds of things to get people interested in just different ways to connect and spread the messaging of how people can help animals who need a little extra boost.
Great. Well, yeah, I know my family's excited to participate in Paws Walk. Yay. And we'll be signing up too, and hopefully recruiting all of the members of our household, cat and dog alike. So does Paws have any special protocols if somebody does see her and think she's the right cat for me? Any COVID protocols that people should be aware of? We
do. So our facilities are not open for walk-in visits at this time. All of our adoption visits are done by appointment. We have all of our staff and volunteers do daily COVID screenings, as well as masking and social distancing, to ensure that we are safe.
Right.
But we ask our adopters to do the same thing. They wear masks when they come in. They get sent the COVID screening so that they can do that before they come over for their appointment. And their appointments are private, so they're not having to share those spaces with other, families or members of the public.
Right.
To really be able to meet and spend some time with the animal they're interested in and see if they're a good fit for them, while being safe at the same time.
Wonderful. Well, thank you so much, Rebecca and Susie. And here's to hoping. Hi, baby girl.
She's like,
It's
"Hey,
okay.
what's that?
I'm
What's that?"
sorry. I didn't mean to scare you. Here's to hoping somebody sees her segment and they think this is the perfect cat for me.
Yeah, she is an adventure hound. You can see that right there.
Oh,
She's like, let me go check things out. This is good.
I love her little tail. She's got a little bunny tail.
Yep.
Great. Well, this has been Tracy with the Limelight Pet Project at Paws Cat City in Seattle, and we shine the light on harder to adopt pets because their stories are worth telling.